one of the things that I encountered a long time ago was that person, or whether it was in a book or a magazine article or whatever, but it was expenses rise to meet income. And I thought, at first I was like, nah, because if I was only making, this much money, and I thought if I got an extra, 10 grand a year, that would be money that would go in the bank. And as I made, as my career progressed and I made more money, yeah, your expenses, you get a nicer place, instead of, the 1-bedroom apartment, you get the 2-bedroom, or, instead of renting the apartment that has the laundry room, you spend the extra $100 a month to rent the apartment with the washer dryer hookup, and it little things like that, because when you make a little bit more money, you've been sacrificing. Like when do you get to go out and have fun?
Right. Well, a perfect recent example was like 3 days ago. I had a customer that recently got basically a promotion. I won't get into the details, but basically he got a promotion at work where he's going to be making more money. Now, he currently drives like, I think it was a 2011 Toyota Corolla. Nothing wrong with it. The mileage wasn't even super high. It was under 100,000. So he owns it outright. There's nothing wrong with the car. But now that he has this promotion and he's going to be making more money, he wants to treat himself to buy something new. And this is not the first time. I mean, this is over my 12 years career. Like, I've seen it, dozens, if not 100 times or more, of expenses rising expenses rising to meet your income. Oh, I got a raise, so there's nothing wrong with my car.
But it's old.
But it's old, and I just want something new. Exactly.
And you get into, well, why do I need a new car?
Yeah, which is funny because he actually talks about cars specifically in the book, where he says, like, most men will convince themselves that the reason why they bought this car is because they did all this, and they need locomotion. I mean, he says it like, but they need to get from point A to point B, is how I would say it in a more modern parlance.
Right.
I need it for transportation. I wouldn't say locomotion, but anyways, it's like, so you convince yourself that that's why you bought it, and you picked this specific car because you looked at the numbers and the horsepower and the blah, 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 and you decided that this car was the best bang for your buck. Mm-hmm. It's not. You fell for the propaganda. This brand, Audi and Mercedes-Benz, they sell this premium luxury brand. Toyota sells reliability, and, or where whatever, Mazda sells more of like an image, like the driving experience,
zoom.
It's like
a Subaru, your safety,
it's like they all kind of pick something that they identify with. And believe me, like, none of the cars is that much better, maybe I shouldn't say that much better, but like, most people are not making a decision that's solely based on logic and reasoning,